Okay, alright, starting up again. Sorry, I didn't mean to, I was going to broadcast about an hour and a half ago, but it took a little, the wedding took a little longer than expected. Not mine, but, yeah. Um, so let's see, I just want to go over some stuff that's about to happen, some stuff that's about to come up. Just want to show some other prints I printed the last couple of days. It's kind of old prints, but I changed the design a little bit in the sense that so I'm gonna work on this piece. Okay, I'm gonna work on this one. I added epoxy clay to this, so it should be easier for the clay to grab onto. But I just wanted to go over like this right here. This is a bigger rick. Didn't adjust it so that it comes in two pieces here. Easier for my printer to print and easy to put together. But yeah, improved model. Well, it's not improved. I didn't do any details. It's easier to print. As for this right here, this is the Splatoon piece right here, like the Callie character. What I did was I took the hair here, swerved it here. But then what I did was I tweaked the model so I could print it larger. In two pieces, less support material, easier to print. So. Yeah, hold on. But yeah, so. All right, so let's start this piece soon. What I was gonna say is I put in the title that I was thinking about going back to Mercy from Overwatch, sculpting Mercy again. So I was gonna go over maybe some poses or designs or of not designs but some stuff of her. But I was thinking, now this is the armature here. What I'm planning to do is pose it first. Rather than making the usual T pose, I want to make it something more like this, where it's already posed and then sculpted. Which I'll sculpt that soon, but just want to talk about the armature and what pose I should make it. Should I make Witch Mercy? Should I make Imp Mercy? Should she be sitting down? So I got also an armature where I've bulked up with clay, the way I usually do it. Now, I'll get to this soon. This piece here soon again. But I was just wondering if you guys were interested in maybe which Mercy should I do? Should I do Witch Mercy, Imp Mercy? Those are kind of the two favorite designs I've seen. Now the thing is that I want to maybe pose Mercy in a way, or maybe pose it instead of the casual standing. Maybe she should be sitting on a pumpkin if it's Witch Mercy. Like maybe, like for example, maybe this was a pumpkin or something right here, and then maybe she was like sitting down or something on the pumpkin. I don't know. I don't know, something with a, I don't know, maybe she was sitting on the pumpkin. This is this aluminum foil here is like the armature for the pumpkin. So I'm saying she'd be sitting on the pumpkin here. I don't know, with the broomstick. Don't worry about these. These are just horns made for a previous art, for a previous figure. She'd be having her hat here. I don't know. Should be something like this for the Witch Mercy. I don't know. Her sitting on a pumpkin. Should she be standing? I'm debating on the design details right now. Let me just. So basically, it'd be like this on a base. Like, hold on. This base is small. It'd be pretty much like her sitting on like a pumpkin with maybe her broom staff in the one hand. Something like this with her hat right here. Oops. Not sure. I'm still deciding. But I think I'll hold off on that and maybe just work on this for right now. Alright, so this is a character from Boku no Hero Academia. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding the clay to it again. So I took off the previous clay that was here on his head. Right here. Leave a comment if I should do Witch or Imp Mercy. I still think it should be Witch. Take this off right here. I made it temporary. Hold on. Should pop off right there. Put this on a separate base here. Oh, that's what that was. Okay, yeah. Oh,
sorry. Live streaming.
alright, back on. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'll show you what the figure I'm trying to make right here. Is this right here. And let me go back. Alright, so the way it works is I gotta do something about the hands later on outside the broadcast, just so that I can like make sure it's right. So just trying to get the kind of like that. It's got some clay here. If you're interested in what the clay is, well, it's a weird mix of Super Sculpey and Super Sculpey Firm and Super Sculpey, the pink beige clay. This is kind of like old clay I'm using, and yeah, so it's a little soft. It's a little more, I guess, a little better. So I'm gonna just add some more clay right here to the base. Kind of add a little bit to the top here. And a little bit here. Flatten that out a bit. I'll be mailing. Oh, I gotta mail some stuff out. I got a couple things I need to mail out. The head of this bird creature is so gigantic, like super gigantic. Make this a little wider. Looks a little crooked right now, but just gonna block out the form and shape. If you have any questions about anything, you go ahead and leave a comment. right there. I guess I'll define the arms a little bit, maybe bring out the body a bit more. But as far as I'm concerned about the Mercy, which Mercy I want to sculpt, I am leaning towards the Witch one. It seems to be pretty popular as well. Make the shoulders a little more defined, I suppose. Let me just, whoa, there it goes. But it's fine though, kind of. One of the annoying things about traditional. Easy to fix though, but annoying to have to deal with. Let me go back to the other piece right here real quick, which is the bird guy right here. I don't know. Took it to I give up. Alright. I don't have the name out right now. Elle, if you're watching this, I already shipped your, you should have, actually, tell you the truth, you should have it by now. I think you received it. You received your buff Rick piece. So if you're watching this, Elle, you should have it. You should have your Rick piece. Just gonna kind of start making the pant, like, details, like, I need to get my reference. I'm like, I don't have it out. I have a small little image based on my broadcast software that's up. Hold on. Sorry about that. It's like I'm going to start getting to the detailing of this character. I need to have the reference out. What the? Failed. Oh, there it goes. What that? That was weird. Okay, so the pant design, I'm gonna kind of blend this now. I'm gonna blend the edges of the clay here. And blending kind of gives like a design pattern, kind of. So you never want to make your clay completely smooth. You want to pretty much kind of blend the applied pieces of clay, just to kind of wait. Am I broadcasting the right part of? Do I have the right thing exposed? No, I don't. You know, I'll make the shoe. I'm gonna have to tweak the armature. The shoes are only temporary, just so I can change the whole thing. So I'm gonna blend the edges of this down right here. Start kind of bring this here. So kind of using a flat end tool kind of helps with making sharp edges. Like that. I'll buff this out a little more right here. Let's start with adding some clothing details. I'll go ahead and maybe make some cloth wrinkles or something. I'll just kind of press this in right here, kind of a blunt edge kind of right here. Make this go around. Something is happening. Kind of like that right there. It also got this interesting kind of cape thing. Oh, you got it? Good, good. Yeah, I was like, well, that's good. Okay, sorry. Good that you got it. It looks great. Good, good. I cleaned it up quite. I cleaned up quite a bit. Yeah, better than what it looked like originally when it was printed. So, it's kind of a nice thing when a 3D print could be refined and touched up, so it looks better. That's good. Happy to hear. Just trying to apply this bit of clay right here. Oh wait. Oh yeah, today's Friday. Okay, yeah. Father's Day isn't until a couple days. Kind of bring that in right there. bring out the knees a little more. Well, I hope your dad likes the buff Rick piece. I printed another one out just recently. I made a little, like, I don't know if you were there for that part of the broadcast. Gonna have to push this in right here to make it more a better shape. There it goes. I think I'll just go ahead and start forming the arm right here, like the wrist. Now have the hand go into the pants pocket right here. So I'm gonna just make sure I have this well down well. Make sure I have a nice kind of good forearm right here where you have the wrist bone right kind of right there. Gonna have to smooth that out a bit more. Kind of bring this in a bit. We're just gonna have to make the shirt, the clothing parts. This needs to be a little narrower. He's got his thumb out of his pants pocket right here. It's not exactly there yet in detail. Also, Al, since you're here, I mentioned earlier in this broadcast that I was thinking about making the Mercy from Overwatch again, like actually completing it, coming back around to it again. And I was thinking about making the Witch Mercy instead of regular Mercy. I was thinking about making possibly I'm trying to these pants right here, these pockets. Oops, there goes his thumb, kind of. But yeah, what do you think? Just curious, trying to. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up a bit more right here, like kind of like that. Yeah, that's better. That looks. The foot looks better here now. Yeah, there's just the wire sticking out too much from right here. It's gonna be a little annoying with sculpting the detail on the shoe here. Suppose I'll just make the. I'll make the foot a little bigger. That'll be easier. You don't know anything about Overwatch, but oh yeah, so I don't play Overwatch much, but I have played the game before. It's pretty popular. There's not many figures made of the game. Oh, okay, but it's now like I'm very surprised. Well, they finally are coming out with some characters that people have interest in. Like, oh, I wouldn't say they always didn't have interest, but more interest in, I guess I should say. But they're only doing the basic skins, like the basic outfits. And the thing is that sometimes people don't always like the original outfits. Sure, it's nice, things like that, but like Mercy, she has like everyone always kind of likes the regular Mercy, but I kind of want to go for the the alternate costumes or the outfits, because I think people like the alternate outfit more than the original. But I'm not saying everyone, but I think that would have more of an interest. People have more interest in that than yeah. Hold on. Gosh dang it all. Trying to make these kind of creases here. Like, since this pant leg is straight, the creases should kind of fan out. So I'm gonna, since it folds here, we got a nice kind of crease right here. So this should be like kind of spread out a bit. I'm gonna refine the hands a bit more. Now the hands are too blocky, so I need to bevel it a bit. Bevel it right there. Maybe rework the thumb a bit more and put some more clay in the hand right there. I might make the thumb right here. I might go ahead and make kind of like a kind of like that. See, it looks more like a thumb now. He's got this kind of cape thing on. I'm gonna make that an epoxy clay, probably to help kind of support him a little bit. This leg needs to be brought a little more out like that. Widen this a bit more here. Am I using the right clay? It's got to be the right clay. Looks like it's like color discolor. It looks like it's like color discoloration. Right there. I guess I'll work on the face a little more here, so it looks better. So go ahead and actually, is it in view of the camera right now? Not really. Gotta work on the other hand too, right here. Just like to say how everyone's doing, you know, kind of the usual. Hope everything's going all right. A little tired, you know, ate quite a bit. You know how usually is parties, food. Then I'll go ahead and just kind of put this right here and kind of blend that down a bit. I'll maybe make a mock-up of the beak a little bit, kind of like an idea for it. Once I got like a sort of hair thing here, so I'm gonna work on one side and then I'll work on the other side. might reduce that a little more. It's a little too much. Kind of like that. Maybe even bring this down a bit more. Now it looks good on one angle. I'll, when I start changing it, I have to touch up the other angles. Just kind of carving in kind of like the details right now. It's not going to be permanent, but it gives me an idea. I'm going to take the other piece that I have put aside. What I'm going to do is, whoa, whoa, whoa! Ugh, I got it. Wow. My popcorn. Popcorn. Take this off right here. Put that there. Just kind of see how it looks. Oh my gosh, will it let me? I might angle his head up a bit more. Whoa, it's going to do that again. His fingers are falling off. Gotta give some of his shadow creature's fingers back. Usually it's nice when you make it like a knuckle at a time or something. It's not exactly perfectly positioned right now. Like the head should be a lot larger, so add some mass right here. Mass. Oh, mass. I'll start adding more there. That's quite a bit of clay, actually. Very big bird head. Whoa, it's about to do it again. I gotta work on a flat surface. But it's getting there. But as I was saying before, I am interested in making a Witch Mercy piece or imp. I just don't know the pose right now. If you guys have any suggestions about a pose for Witch Mercy, I'll go ahead and do that. Like, not do it exactly, I'll consider it. I don't want to guarantee that I'll accept it, but I may use that pose and tweak it a bit. I'll work back on that other female character soon. Whoa, it's doing it again. A little bit of that, a little bit of this right here. Maybe even press this in a bit. Wrong clay, by the way. I'm not supposed to use that clay. There it goes. Press the eye in a bit. Spike the hair a bit more. I guess maybe make a rough maquette of his cape. It's crazy. Oh, really? You don't know much about Overwatch? I thought it was like something that everyone knew about. Like everyone enjoys playing it, but I don't play it personally. Like I've dabbled with it a little bit, played a little bit. I kind of tempted to play more of it, but just haven't. Hold on, I'm just trying to mash up this clay right here. If anyone's interested, it's Super Sculpting Firm right here. Yeah. Oh, I don't think you guys saw that yet right here. It's kind of tough. It bakes reasonably well. Now remember, if you do bake it, the clay will harden and it's unusable afterwards. So you have to make sure you have a nice thing right here. Hold on. All right, back. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. I was gonna like make a quick little rough. I can't make the full cape. It's gonna be like all the way down here, and I don't have like the clay pressed out and ready for it. I guess I could take the other clay. This clay is softer, and there's a little more of it. So, ooh, a little tough. Oh my gosh. Kind of the thing about traditional is that it's cool to have it physically and not have to worry about resolution, but always worry about the piece getting damaged, falling. I have to admit, it's not the best setup. I thought this was easy. I don't have my clay roller with me right now. Otherwise, I would have rolled this out and have it up and going. You know, if you wait a bit, I can go ahead and get it real quick. You could roll it out evenly too. So basically, yeah, it's not long right now. All right, hold on. I'll get. That'll be another time. I'll come back to this piece in a bit. I just want to go back and forth, kind of keep things, I guess, interesting, I suppose. All right, back to here. I guess I'll rough this out, rough out the shape of the legs real quick. Pose, if you know this character, it's from the same anime show. It's going to be this character right here. And back to that. Oh, there goes the clay. The thing about traditional is there's definitely a mess afterwards. Like, I like traditional, but don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't like it. It's just sometimes it's a little more work and takes up a lot of space. The nice thing, as I said before, it's always the resolution of the piece. Like you always have a nice surface piece. Well, as long as you're good. Maybe make the knee pads real quick. Oh, hello. Well, bienvenido. Sorry, don't speak pretty good. I don't speak good Spanish. But welcome from Ecuador. Ecuador. Sorry, I can't talk like Ecuador. But thank you. Muy bien. Oh, that's it. I just said thank you. Oh, whoops. Gracias. You know, I got some other pieces here. I gotta look. See, did I really send you something, Al? Did I really send you a real buff Rick? Or is this the real one? No, okay. But yeah, here's Buff Rick right here. And then I got, well, this is part of the piece right here. So this is the Splatoon piece right here. And then this is like the base kind of for it. So basically I took the hair, moved it here, and looped it up. So it gives it kind of a cool little kind of base for it instead of the standard, instead of this, so see the little keys here I made for it, and it fits perfectly. I also have a smaller version. Alava? I don't know. Oh, the Spanish Providence? Wait, what? No, that's... Gosh dang it all. Okay, but, well, thank you, gracias, Wagner, nice and interesting. Oh. Thank you. And your figure? Oh, thanks. Yeah, I got that. You know, you've seen these ones working here. Everything starts like this. This is right here. See? The wire? It starts with wire. Man, I should really have learned Spanish. That would have helped. Basically, I put this here, and I could put clay on it. I was thinking about having Witch Mercy sit on a pumpkin, and then I take clay here and I put it on here. Oops, there. Oh, it didn't stay, but get the idea. Gracias. But yeah, I'm reaching a point where I'm gonna have to start detailing, which isn't bad, but let me switch my reference here. You know, I was thinking about sculpting some of the characters from Friday. I was thinking about sculpting Jason since it's so popular right now. With is it the same clay? Since it's so popular right now, yeah, it's super sculpty for him. Make little knee pads here. Kind of. Ellie, you still here? Just saying, I'm just wondering. Just curious. Kind of like that. Right there. Ah, okay. So, by the way, that Buff Rick piece is ready to paint. You know, I did prime it. So when you open the box, it probably smelled like primer. So you can go ahead and paint it. Oh my gosh. A little bit here. It's ready to paint, just that. Yeah. I can paint, just I don't know. I usually airbrush. With this Rick here, I tweaked the file so the base was smaller. Because what happened was it was so big, it added so much more time to printing it. Let me go ahead and start adding some detail to the hair. I'm going to start kind of detailing the hair a little bit. Not too crazy, but I might go crazy with the detailing. They are kind of another kind of strand. Kind of like that. And kind of push this in right here. This has got to be blended in a bit. Hold on. So I kind of did want to be on here longer. Oh, what's the material? It's a good material. The issue that when it's baked, it's not the strongest material. That's why I kind of like 3D printing is the integrity or the structure or just the strength of the material. I want to flatten this a bit here and then pull this out here. This be wide here. What the heck is? Oh, that's the knee thing. What is this? Can make the other kneecap real quick. Knee thing. Come on, yeah, the size is a little bit of an issue. The whole symmetry thing. That's why when you make a figure, it's usually best to not make it a symmetric pose. I want to say it's not the best, just that not ideal. It's not impossible. There's usually techniques that can help you with symmetry. But I think I might pose the character soon, actually. Let me see. Her poses. Let me see if I can speak some Spanish. No, okay. Spanish to English. What is the Spanish to English? Let's say if I say pose. Poses, really? No way. No, that's English. I need to do English to Spanish. What the heck? Pose? Is? Plantia? What? That can't be right. Okay, so let's see. What should I do? What pose out? What do you think? Like, I don't want to mess it up too much, so pose. By the time I finish typing this, like some kind of standing do too much 2 changes. I'm gonna check for some popular anime poses. Okay, I came across some here. Oh, these are pretty good. Maybe the thumbnail, she's often puts her hands together in front of her chest. Oh, okay, alright. But maybe... Take these off right here. Maybe shift her weight a little to the side here. Without looking like I'm breaking her leg. Take these off. Oh, I broke her arms. Her arms look kind of bad right now, but tweak this a bit here. I know the one in the thumbnail, yeah, it's true, but maybe you're right. Her hair is strange too. Her eyes aren't right either. As I said before, I didn't really work on her face too much. I just, I only worked on like a little bit of the last broadcast. What time do you need to put the material in the oven? About 250. Is that Celsius? Oh, it says 275, I think. 250 degrees. You know, I never really use the degree. Is there a degree button? Is there a circle? 250 Fahrenheit. But I never put it in at that time. I mean, that temperature. Begin to burn before the piece. Burn before the rest of the piece is sculpt is done baking. I'm gonna have to take this clay off right here real quick. She's got her arms up. Maybe not in the usual way she has it, but I don't know, something a little different. Now her arms look like noodle arms right now, but it's all part of the process. Man, this clay is so dry, man. It annoys the heck out of me. Like, it has such a... It has a hard time sticking, but you know, it's not. The thing is that it's not meant to be. The pose is not meant to be changed when it has clay on it. Right? You're supposed to actually have the pose ready beforehand, but I'm a little stubborn. I'm like, bring the shoulders in a bit more. Bring this shoulder in a bit. Bend this arm a bit more. Maybe I'll give her a fist right here. I'll cut this. Oh, I don't have my wire cutters, do I? Gosh dang it all. Okay, hold on. I'll be back. Down my wire cutter. All right. Got my wire cutters right here. Now, since she has her arms, she always seems to have them in fists, or well, from the image I have. Now, that means the wrists have to come right about here. This needs to be more like this here. Straighten that out a bit. Looks like she's flipping. It looks like she's flipping everyone off. Like, F you. Okay. That's funny. I kind of like this kind of gesture. She has her arms up, but it's not. Maybe it doesn't match her character, but it feels kind of. Alright, she's got her arms bent, but not like. I think she seems a little more tough. I think is what it is. But I think what I decided is that traditional will be held at night around this time. Digital will be held at earlier in the morning, or not early in the morning, but earlier in the day. Curl the arm a little bit so I get like kind of like the fist right here. So it looks like she's flipping everyone off again. Kind of like that. She kind of has that kind of attitude here. Not giddy, but kind of like a. Maybe make her expression a little wider because her smile is really wide, like super duper wide. Then I have to add her eyelashes and make her eyes a little more back. This eye looks a lot better, so I'm gonna trim this back a bit. Kind of like that. Right there. I might actually start blending this in right here. Maybe even like she's got kind of attitude. Like don't nothing. I do kind of like the gesture, the arm right here. Maybe bring her a little forward right here. Kind of like that. It looks, she's getting there. She's getting there. Maybe put a little bit more clay right here, above the eye right here. Oh, there goes the clay. I'll take this off right here. It's kind of not working out right now. I'm just trying to go for an asymmetrical piece, because the thing is that when a piece is too symmetrical, it loses interest. If you look at a lot of anime or superhero models or statues, you don't see a lot of symmetry. Usually it's kind of gestural, might be a slight tweak to the pose, but it's kind of important. It just makes the piece too plain. You gotta have the eye needs to travel around the piece. There's a certain kind of balance to the piece, I suppose. It's getting there, slowly but surely. Like the shoulders need some work. This needs some work back here. She needs to tone herself a little bit. Time to tone those quads, the hamstrings. So basically I need to make sure I have this line come up and go this way a little bit. Yeah, buff this up right here. Ooh, there goes the clay. Not very sticky clay. Like, it sticks, just takes a little extra effort. And a little bit of this here for the shoulder blade. Because, you know, it's being constricted here, so the shoulder blades are really close in here. I need to carve away a little bit of that, so that the thing is that shoulder blades go up about right there, right here, about halfway, and then they kind of blend into the lat a bit. So I want to carve away at that a bit. Hold on, after I kind of push this down a bit more here and here, then blend this right here to the spine. Oh, I hit the camera. Alright, well. So L, just real quick, just look for like Witch Mercy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I might use this armature right here. I might use this armature here that may be already made. But I think it would be a big hit is the Mercy from Overwatch. Like, I like to finish these figures. I like to finish this character and the other Hero Academy figure this weekend. What else? Because this, look at it, it's like almost done. Like, not almost done, but like the form is looking really nice. The form of this one's looking really nice as well. Very muy bien. So right here. But yeah, I kind of like her pose a lot. Seems very You know, it needs to be tweaked. This is not making much sense right here, but it's a start in the right direction. Let me see. So if you click Witch Mercy into Google, if it will let me, you can see what Witch Mercy looks like. Crap, I can't find my broadcast. There it is. Was there another piece I was going to work on? But I think we're going to cut the broadcast a little short, but I guess I'll, because normally I would go for another couple hours or so, but due to the wedding that happened earlier, I was just standing a lot, and oh my gosh, it was so uncomfortable to sit in the chairs when having dinner. But as I said before, you can leave a comment before I end, but I am thinking I want, like say, this is the base, like this is right here. I have this placed here, which then I'll take the clay here and cover it. I want to make it into a pumpkin. Okay, let me get this piece. It's a lot larger and a lot easier to kind of demonstrate. I'll put this here, cover this here, right here. Oh, whoa, it's front heavy. It's heavy in the front now. Oh, wait, what? Oh, yeah, but it's not staying anymore. I guess I'll push this down right here. So basically it'll be a pumpkin, like I take this here. I mash this up right here. Basically, it's the whole point is to cover the aluminum foil so that the clay can kind of like that. Ooh, it's super front heavy now. Gosh dang it all! I can't win with this. I think if I don't have a piece of like that, okay. And then what I can do is I can take this armature right here. I can pose something like this right here with her legs probably back, kind of like, and maybe her holding her tool or something, or her broomstick thing. Well, basically it's a healing staff. I don't have a long enough tool for this, I think. That's not working. It's kind of hard to tell with this figure in the way, actually. Basically, I was thinking about something like kind of like this right here. Kind of Witch Mercy figure, kind of like this. I don't know. I was thinking about her sitting on a pumpkin. This kind of like an example of it's not really a pumpkin, but I don't know. I could go like make some indents right here. So it's like a pumpkin, blend this down right here. Make some triangle eyes. Right here, kind of a nose. Maybe some kind of thing right here with a pumpkin here, so kind of something like this here. This here, she has her hat. maybe something like that. And she has her hat here. Oh, whatever. It's a maquette. It's like an example of what I want to do for maybe a larger piece or a future piece. Whatever. Not in the mood. Okay. But I like how this is turning out so far. Oh, there goes the camera. So a little bit of improvement. I didn't work on it too much. I worked for probably like an hour and 50 minutes or so. I could probably check my broadcast, but it's getting there. You know, like you see the detail, you can see the pants starting to form. He has like the right size. I forgot to put the clay, the epoxy clay in here with the wire to make the finger and the hand. Probably pose the hand kind of like that. Looks better actually. Looks better kind of with the hand turn like that here. Kind of like that. So, well, I hope you guys. I'm sorry it wasn't as long as it usually is, but just cutting it short just because I like to maybe rest a little bit. My knee and my leg has been uncomfortable for like the last like 6 hours. Like the wedding, whatever, I left for the wedding or whatever about 4:30 or something. Didn't get back until about 11:30. So yeah, my leg was uncomfortable. I had a knee brace on. It was, oh my gosh. It was a good wedding though. It was unfortunate that my knee was injured at the time or during the time. So, but okay. All right, just leave a comment or like because the video will be saved and whatnot. And I'd like to say thanks, gracias. But thanks for watching. I will broadcast tomorrow, maybe a digital as well as a traditional. I will try and broadcast digital and traditional tomorrow or during this next day. Thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, okay, bye.